Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, and in this episode we will be heading to the next area of the game, which is one of my favorite areas. But before we do that, guys, off screen, I trained our Riolu to level 20 using the EXP share, and at the moment, he's not doing so terrible actually. Here are his current moves. I decided to teach him the Strength HM since we're pretty much going to be needing it for this episode just to get to the next area. I don't plan to keep it on this Pokemon forever. I just need to train up my next Pokemon so we can actually learn Strength so we can move the boulders in place of Riolu. But speaking of Riolu, now is the time to nickname it. So come to think of it, we should probably go do that, hon. I hope it's an Eterna. If not, I'm gonna feel really dumb. And indeed, the name raider is here. I mean, to be fair, it's been a while since I've been to the name anywho. So I got a lot of really great nicknames for Riolu, but honestly, I had to go with this one for a variety of reasons, mostly because it's a character in the video game fandom that you either love him or you hate him. And also, his name kind of sounds like something that's a bit metal-y, so you could probably already get it if you play a lot of Nintendo games, but yes, we will be naming our Riolu Chrom, because it got a little blue thing going on. Not Chrome, but Chrom, and yeah, I don't know, man. I just heard someone say that name, and I was like, you know what, that's actually not too bad. But yes, back to the place we were literally just at. I don't know why I didn't do this at the end of the episode. What can I say? I never really plan out these episodes too well. Anyways, now that we have Chrom successfully name rated, we're pretty much going to be trying to raise his level up in this episode because, well, he evolves from a friendship evolution, and I did like battle with him a little bit with the Soothe Bell, but now he's gotten to the point where if he's ever going to catch up to the rest of our team, I'm pretty much going to have to use the XP share in for the rest of the episode. So hey, whoever's supposed to get all the XP, you're kind of not gonna get that. And yeah, this is the path that we want to take to get to where Barry is. We're gonna have to go through Mount Coronet and push this boulder with the help of Chrom. Use your falchion and stab the boulder. It doesn't really work. Anywho, I highly recommend Defog too if you're like interested in getting items. But yeah, I just brought it along because I just don't like the fog, man. Let me defog real quick. Because honestly, at the end of the day, what's the point of a video if you guys can't see what's actually going on? If memory serves me right, this should be a free Ultra Ball, and as long as I don't get into a battle with a okay, there we go. I can pick that up. But yeah, the path to the next town has a lot of items in between it. This area we're in right now probably has some cool stuff like that thing down there to grab. I don't give a dump because I am all about that progress, and we are going to get some progress in this episode as soon as we exit Mount Coronet. But before we do, ooh, never melts ice. Don't plan on using any ice-type Pokemon on my team, but hey, if you have a ice-type Pokemon or a Pokemon that can learn ice-type moves, there you go. And here we are, Route 216. Oh man. It's one of those things in gaming I honestly cannot explain, but I absolutely love this area. I don't really know why. I guess maybe it's because as a kid I never really fully experienced snow. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not. Well, if you've been watching the videos a while, you probably do, but I lived in debatably one of the most warm places in all of America pretty much my entire life, and it wasn't until this year actually I got to witness snow firsthand, and I gotta say, I don't mind it. I guess I like the heat and the cold. Never really got bothered by either, but as far as being an annoying area in Pokemon, it's kinda not so great. Sure, it's not the worst area in the game at all. In fact, I just think it's really cool, but you're gonna have to deal with some hail. So hopefully you have some potions. I did finally decide to grab some potions, and man, I really need to grab a heart scale now I think about it to get a grass type move onto Cross. But yeah, I deposited Flowey because really, we're gonna run into a lot of ice types in this. Come on, you had to get the confusion, but yeah, we're gonna be running into a lot of ice types, which means Flowey and Alucard are not gonna be super helpful at all. I could try and use Chrom here, but it's a little on the risk. Come on! Cross, will he ever get a break? No, do not disable. Oh my gosh. Well, this episode is starting out swimmingly, but yeah, it was, I think last January is when I experienced my first, like, I don't know if it was like necessarily considered a snowstorm of any like degree, but sometimes it was just crazy snow. I was just like, the dump. I don't know, man. I still think it's pretty cool though. Like, all things considered, this year especially, I'm getting to do a lot of things I never thought I'd actually get to do. Heck, next month I'm going to Los Angeles for E3. I never thought that would ever happen in my entire life. I just remember being a little kid and always watching, like, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I think was it called X-Play or G4? See, when I had it, when I first, like, no, okay, X-Play was a show on it, yeah, and then it became G4. I don't actually recall, what, you outspeed me? No way! Oh, crap, that's a problem. That's a Fire Blast from a Rapidash. That's actually gonna do a lot of damage. Since we're a Steel type now, Fire type moves aren't completely resisted, but yeah, I always watch the coverage on E3 on G4. A lot of letters in that combination, and I would love it. It just seems super exciting. I wasn't even there, but I was just so like, holy dump, what's going on? This looks super cool. And I remember why didn't I go for Aqua Jet? I'm an idiot. And one time they showed off the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was just Godsmack. I was just like, what is this? Oh wait, no, that was something completely different. Never mind, that was the Tokyo Game Show. But they showed something off, and I was extremely happy about it. I don't remember what the dump the game was, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And now I'm actually going to that event. I can't even believe it, man. That's nuts. Nintendo helped me out and send me there. I mean, just between you and me, I was already planning on going, but they just happened to, help me out a little bit. Let's see. Sudowoodo's not faster than King, right? And the burn doesn't really affect us, but yeah. I am super stoked about that. I'm gonna try and make videos on that too, but I don't know. I don't even know what Los Angeles is gonna be like. Luckily, I'm going with friends, man. And I gotta say, I've traveled a lot, like, solo, but traveling with friends is so much nicer, man. Just have people to talk to while walking to, your destinations and stuff. It's so much better. And Chrom got a level. You're gonna probably do that a lot, actually. Wow, 39 attack. Holy I must have given him, like, a lot of... What? You were not supposed to evolve in this episode, sir. What are you I'm fine with that, though. Heck yeah! Alright, so, I thought it would be the next episode, like in the gym, but no! We're gonna get our Lucario in this episode. I legitimately did not see that coming, but I am not going to complain. Lucario will now be ours. And our team is... Wait, let me think about it. Yeah, our final team is fit. I think our team is complete. Holy crud. I didn't think that would happen. Honestly, it feels kind of crazy, and I'm kind of upset it took this long to get our team completed, but I don't care, man. Holy crud. And wait till you guys see. Chrom is going to be pretty darn tough once we get his second promote. Okay, stop with the Fire Emblem jokes, but yeah, once Chrom gets going, gets around level 30s, you're gonna start to see a really, really strong Pokemon. And oh man, look at his sprite on the thing. Oh yeah, it's so cool. But anyways, I don't think we can avoid this next trainer. What do you gotta say? I'm fully knitted up and equipped at any time. We'll be fine. What? Okay, that's legitimately my like analysis of cold weather. Okay, so hear me out. And I may just be a giant idiot who has no understanding of the actual world, right? But the heat is way worse than the cold, just in theory. I mean, I'm not talking about like sub-zero temperatures and all that crap in Antarctica, right? But I'm just saying, the majority of the time... Oh man, we didn't get the crit. It's one time I'm gonna be disappointed about getting crits, but so majority of the time, if it's cold outside, it's easy to fix. Just put on a lot more clothes, right? Put on some... I was gonna say, unmentionables, because I hear that's actually a thing where you can get like heavy duty, like, boxers or whatever. Anywho, you can the basics of what I'm trying to say before I discuss underwear in a Pokemon Platinum game episode, whatever, is the fact that, yeah, you can pretty much just bundle up, right? And wow, that was the most boring ending text ever. But for heat, it's a little bit tougher, you gotta get your shade going. And sir, I'm sure you have some interesting Pokemon, but I don't really want to battle you because I want to come into this shack and heal up my Pokemon. Yeah, this guy's kind of nice, I'll just heal him up. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm sure some Canadian viewers would be like, no, you are very wrong. Gosh, I can't even imagine what Canada be like during the winter, oh my goodness. Y'all boys got it rough up there, I'll tell you what. I thought I had a Repel. Well, I guess that would be a nice time to show off the only new Pokemon we're gonna run into this stinking... Not really, but... Snover is a grass ice type, a type I'm very fond of, I think is very cool. Outside of that, though, it's a little bit on the slow side, so I don't really like using it as a... Wow, I just barely dodged that guy. As a special attacker, because I usually like my Pokemon to be a little bit faster. And the 4 times weakness to, like... Oh, wait. Who the heck? Is that who I think it is? Oh, Johnny! That's not the voice I gave her. Are you maybe on your way to Snowpoint City? I think I am, and that's where I'm going too. If I use Fly, I can get there instantly, but I'm walking for my training. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly... Oh. You might want to put on some layers there, Maylene, and... that was nothing. Really. I'm not cold at all. Be going now. Please take care. Okay, lady. Just saying, shoes might be nice. You're definitely pretty cold if you don't have shoes on. And how did you not battle Maylene? Is she somehow just have a gym leader pass? I don't really know, and I hope this guy has some ice types. Nope, not ice type. That's an electric Electabuzz, and I gotta say, Electabuzz's sprite in this game is very not run-of-the-mill, but this is what I like, man. This is what I like, trainer diversity. I was totally expecting this guy to have an ice-type Pokemon. Was he tossed out an Electabuzz? I never would have seen that coming, and please... Okay, good. Luckily, Cross has fantastic special defenses. I really need to get rid of Calm Mind. I don't know with what, though, and that should... Wow, was that not a crit? I might have missed the dialogue, or the text, but I think that was not a crit. Well, alrighty then. That did pretty decent damage. Let's try and go for another Psycho Cut. And hopefully we should be able to take this Thunderbolt, unless, like, that last Thunderbolt was minimum damage. Yeah, no, we're fine. By the time I finished my sentence, we already knew the answer. Anyways, 2-hit KO. Unfortunately, Cross will be going down, and unless I switch out, and I probably don't need to leave Chrome with the EXP share anymore. And I felt really stupid. I thought I misspelled Chrome. That would have been... I've done that before, I'm pretty sure, in an LP, and I'll probably never live that crap down, dude. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure in Gold, I did misspell a Pokemon's name. Like, was it Golbez? I'm not too sure, and I just felt so stupid. And look at that look at that Magmar sprite. He's like, did you eat all the cookies in the cookie jar? I don't know what it is, but Magmar's flamethrower is actually gonna hurt a lot. So this trainer's a decently formidable, and the fact he's like an unavoidable trainer is also like, dang, they really did not, they wanted to make sure you had a level 40 Pokemon, or just something that beat a level 40 Pokemon, and there we go. Magmar's down. I'm cool with that, man. I don't know what's been up with me lately, but every time I play this game, I really want to start, okay, not this game specifically, in fact, that'd be kind of weird, but every time I like play a Pokemon game, I really want to start watching and like interacting with like DC Comics and like, you know, that form of entertainment. I don't know if you guys know this about me right now, but I'm really into the TV show The Flash. Like, that's pretty much just my only like entertainment is that. Oh gosh, we move really slow in this. But that's what I've been into a lot lately, and I'm just watching a lot of that as of late when recording these videos. I don't really know what it is. That was totally what happened with Omega Ruby and Gold as well. I think during Pokemon Gold I watched, my goodness, what was it? Not TM Hale, no, I watched the Batman animated series when I was a wee lad, which I guess that was on when Pokemon was on when I was a kid, but anyways, this house is incredibly important, and I could get the item, but you're gonna see why I won't relatively soon, and hello there, sir! While I was fighting my way through the blizzard, I dropped an HM. If I stay out that hidden move rock climb, I'll be able to scale sheer cliffs. Well, really? It just so happens I know the exact location of this, sir. It is directly right over here. I'm not gonna tell you I found it and probably just keep this, but yeah, you really want to get this item. It's pretty much required to beat the game, but if we return to this guy's house and tell him that we found his HM, he's gonna give us something pretty darn cool, and I found this, I dropped the thing, and hey, what's this? You found a hidden machine! I already give up and lost it, and you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. I like your honesty, though. Let me reward you with this. You'll obtain the Icicle plate. Didn't think I'd forget this one, did you? And the power of defeated giants infuses this plate. Not sure if that's a reference to a legendary Pokemon we're gonna find here or what, or just, you know, a random thing, but that Icicle plate I found in this snow well. I'm no expert. It looks to be an ancient origin, as old as time when snow came into being. Neato! I'm gonna completely forget its existence, sorry, but we're almost done here on Route 217. Honestly, I don't know, this place is just cool. It might be like upbeat music or something, but I never mind this, like, you know, adventure. Not really adventure, but getting it to the next town, because, yeah, sure, it takes a little while, but it's always fun. And in this... Oh, this is the house. Hello there, miss. A person. A rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift. Okay, a spell tag. Neat. The spell tag. It intensifies ghost-type moves. May it serve you well. Okay, peace out. Yeah, that place is probably haunted. Anywho, now that we've taken care of that, I'm gonna try and stealthily get past here because I want to talk about this rock. So if you have an Eevee, you can take it to this rock and turn it into a new evolution in this generation, Glaceon. I debated using Glaceon in my playthrough, but if you've watched my Pokemon videos before, I'm almost too dependent on using Eevee in my playthroughs, so I decided against it this time around. Not that I dislike Glaceon, heck, I really wish I could use it in another, you know, Pokemon Let's Play, but the fact is, it's kind of exclusive sometimes, and I'm gonna try my hardest to get past this guy. If I can't, though, that's totally fine. Oh, alright, we need to go now. We need to go now. We need to go now. There we go. Alright, so... Anywho, this is Lake Acuity. Wait, this is where Barry's supposed to be. Barry better not be slacking off, and I don't think I can dodge this person. Bummer. How healed? Oh man, Cross is not doing so hot. Let's heal him up a little bit. It's kind of funny though. I feel like I've literally not run into a single Ice-type trainer, despite us being in literally the place we should encounter the most Ice-type Pokemon, which is kind of funny. But I'll take this person on, because why the heck not? Maybe she'll have some Glalie for me to punch in the face. And what is it? Pokemon battle? Apparently, yes, and I wonder what this place looks like at night. I just realized I've never... Ah, come on! Yet again, not an... Whatever, man, I don't care. I could go... Wait, crap. I'm not gonna resist this Pokemon. Crap, I need to go actually into my Ghost type, which is Watt, and take this thing out, but I realized I've never actually came to this place at night. This is a place you rarely visit in, wait. Lucky chance, that just increases, yeah, the chance that I won't get crits. What a great turn. Like, honestly, can we just have some moves in Pokemon we delete? Like, I'm just saying. That and Imprison just seem like the worst moves ever. Like, I can't even fathom a scenario where that'd be helpful. Like, even if you're trying to capture a legendary Pokemon, it's like, oh, I imprison your moves, now you're gonna run out of PP and struggle sooner, haha, and Metal Sound. Tempting, but I'm gonna have to pass on that, and come to think, I'm probably gonna have to use the move deleter in the next episode, because don't really want strength on Lucario. But here's the thing, I basically need to get Dupe to level 30 to let it be able to learn the move in which I need it to learn, which is strength, so I kind of don't want to do that. As badly as I just like to catch a higher level HM slave, I feel like you guys are so attached to Dupe, and she's literally been with us for almost the whole game, so I can't just ditch her, so I guess I'll just have to bite the bullet and level it up. I don't know, man. It's one of those things. Why can't I just, well, actually, kind of thing, I could just catch a Machop, which would probably be a lot smart. I'm probably gonna do that, and yeah, I have almost 3 HM slaves in the same Pokemon event. Yeah, I don't... Come on, Pokemon Company, if you remake Sinnoh, please find out, just delete Rock Climb for the, actually, here's the thing about that though, they basically can't delete Rock Climb, and I don't think they could delete any HMs, because, as you guys are soon gonna find out, Rock Climb is basically used in this area to prevent us from advancing in the next area. So basically, the only reason we're supposed to take on the next gym is to get to the next lake. If we didn't need the HM from Rock Climb, we would have no reason to ever take on the 7th gym. In fact, I'm pretty sure you could just skip it as far as the game's continuity is concerned. So I think, despite one of my biggest complaints, honestly, being the HM Rock Climb, as dumb as that probably sounds to a lot of you, I feel like it's one of those things that'll probably have to stay if they ever remake this game, and I don't honestly want them to remake this game. I have mentioned a lot of times how I don't think it's the best Pokemon entry at all. In fact, I think a lot of the mechanics, even for the time, were a little bit outdated, but I don't know, man. I still think it's pretty darn fun, and I hope they just remake it eventually. 10 years from now would be nice. And hey, Johnny, we finally got along well. Slow, way too slow. Listen, Johnny, now the rocks are all lumpy here. You can't climb up these rocks until you get a Snowpoint gym badge. Anyway, I'm off. Team Galactic, I'm coming for you. Barry, oh gosh, no, that is a... he might be fine. He did beat the Snowpoint gym after all before. Oh my god. Okay, please delete this part from sake of the remix if you ever... Never mind, give us remakes. Actually, if I'm being totally honest, I think I thoroughly enjoyed every remake of a Pokemon game, but... Gonna be honest, I like it when they just make new ones. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyways, free item over here. Who gives a dump? It's an Ultra Ball. Not like we're ever gonna use those on the 10,000 legendaries we're gonna have to capture, but anyways, this is Snowpoint City. It's a cool place, and except for the music, not gonna lie, it's not as cheery. Kind of reminds me just like a horror movie some way. Anyway, great trainer recognized by the Pokemon League. I look forward to carrying something like this on this ship. Why does your ship have Gurren Lagann drills? Oh, I know this is the song I like. Never mind. It just starts out kind of weird, like icicles just dropping. I don't necessarily like that. If memory serves me right, that is not what I'm looking for at all. There's an item around here that I really want to get. What do you have to say? Brr, this snowbound town is always freezing cold, but the spirits of the trainers and their Pokemon burn hot and bright. Especially the gym leader. I see, I'm not the only person that really likes this gym leader, and here it is. Our next obstacle. It's right through these doors, and oh boy, it is gonna probably be a tough one. And come to think of it, where is that item I'm thinking of? Do you know where it is? Any chance? Candace is teaching me about Pokemon. She says I have to start by making friends with Pokemon. That's probably a good place to start, but you should probably learn type advantages. And oh man, this is the cool part. It's honestly the reason I didn't want the cool part. That's why I went away in the episode and I'll take a look around the Snowpoint Temple, but only tough trainers are allowed inside. Huh. Snowpoint Temple, huh? Interesting. Anywho. Gosh, it's really hard to move around in this place. That's my really only major gripe about this section of the game. No, my repel's way off. I wonder what's in here. Honestly, oh wait. Pretty sure, yeah, by any chance you have any Pokemon to call Medicham? No I don't, but if you want a Gengar, it's literally right there. Can't say it's gonna have the coolest nickname ever though. I can't remember it, but I was like really disappointed. I wanted a Gengar, but couldn't trade with my friends, and I got it, and I'm just like, why does it have this nickname? Let's check this house out. Why the heck not? Might as well check them all out after all, and share colored shards with me, and I'll trade you some Pokemon moves. Oh, sweet, it's another move tutor. What do you got? Actually, yeah, let's try Cross since I really need to get rid of Calm Mind. And oh, Helping Hand and wow, those are tempting, man. Not gonna lie, pretty terrible. Literally anything else would have been better. No, actually, no, not Lucky Chant. This is what I'm thinking of. There has to be a hidden item here somewhere. Oh goodness, we're getting in here. Maybe not actually. If there is one, I'll definitely grab it in the next episode. I just feel like I'm forgetting something super stinking important. Huh, maybe I am. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we probably, yet again, didn't really accomplish a lot. I didn't know how long it'd take me to get here, actually, since, you know, I've played through the game a lot of times, and I guess thinking how long it takes you to get from point A to point B really isn't something you consider when just playing through the game normally. But at any rate, we are here in Snowpoint City, and in the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, we're going after our 7th gym badge. So see you guys then. Bye.